Hello YouTube, this is Rapscallion, back as I promised with one of my next videos. Today we're going to be looking at a water stream fix for the multi-item sorter. We're also showcasing now that this item sorter works perfectly fine in the 1.16 pre-release version 2. It worked fine in version 1 as well. There were a lot of problems in 20W22A. I think it might have been tied to whatever they fixed that was also hurting frame rates for a lot of people, because the sorter would just randomly break, there didn't seem to be any rhyme or reason as to why. So there could have been some lag issues that were affecting it, but in the pre-release versions, we're fine. Same sorter, same setup, same clock, same dropper tower, no problems at all. But what I did want to show you is how to get the item sorter working with water streams. There's quite a bit of randomness that happens with a farm that's producing items into a water stream that you might want to feed into your sorting system. Typically, you'll have a dropper shooting the items out, and you'll carry it across whatever distance and up into the item sorter. But because these are random and there isn't any preset interval of when the items might be coming in, the clock that we use can actually let things through more quickly than an 8-tick timing. And it could even happen that they're coming through at a 9-tick and breaking as well too, because this will not work on a 9 or 10 game tick clock. So as those items are coming in, you might get those intervals from the water stream and it's going to break it. I'll actually showcase that here right now. So I've got a dropper filled with white wool. We're sorting for white wool in the first slice here, and I'm just going to pump them in on a 9 redstone tick clock. It's going to shoot into the water stream and just then into my 8 redstone tick clock. So presumably this should capture it and sort it out, but it doesn't. So let's watch what happens. So items going through, and there we go. You can hear that it's breaking already. If there was more items than just the white wool coming in, you'd start flushing items down and they'd all end up out here. But what's happening right now is just replacing it with the next white wool that comes in, and it's sorting that item. So you'll see sometimes it'll hit a sort like that, and then that one didn't work. So we can fix this by applying the hopper item buffer that I posted yesterday to the water stream, and then feeding it into the clock and then into the system. So you'll see that I've got a second direction here. The water stream is now feeding into this exact item hopper buffer, and then it's feeding it back into the clock and then into the system. I have it buffering right now for 4 items. So we don't need a larger container here because we could handle 4 separate item types as the buffer, and then it would release those 4 items in succession. So let's watch this work, because now it'll fix that interval timing. I'm going to leave it on the 9 game tick, or 9 redstone tick clock. You'll see our items here buffering 1, 2, 3, 4, and it releases it before you actually see it. There you go. And you'll see the 4 coming in and out here. And now we don't have any problems with the sorter. We get batches of 4 items coming in at every time. And no problems. This doesn't matter if it's on 9, 10, I guess this would be 11, not 10. I guess every tick on the repeater adds 2 redstone ticks, 1 for on, 1 for off. So it doesn't matter what interval, it's always going to wait for the 4, and then it's going to release the 4. And as you get um, a larger and larger interval, the system will be able to handle it anyway. So this buffer system works quite well. Even if you go with a faster clock, we'll still buffer and release. So the items will just accumulate in this chest until the next 4 items go out. So that's the water stream. I'll show you the regular operation of the sorter for 1.16, and just as we would have loaded everything up before. Let's just take these white wool out so we know nothing else in these chests. We're sorting everything exactly the same. And let's drop our shulker on. So again, here we are in pre-release 2. And I'm using the same clock as I was below here. Oh, and my game crashed. Strange, my game had crashed. And I don't know if we're actually sorting for all the items that went in. So, no, we're not sorting. That was a little strange. So I have my shulker box here. I must have picked it up. We'll drop it back on, and we'll toss that. So let's go take a look at this again. We've got the same clock that we had here before on the 8 redstone ticks. If we want this on and off to work, we should probably put a redstone dust there. But there, we're pumping items up through the dropper elevator and directly into the system at an 8 redstone tick clock. I think I might keep saying game ticks, but it's redstone ticks. So there, everything's working just fine. Let's keep an eye on how this is going. So just as a reminder, we have these chests all filled up just to show how the overflow works. It cannot accept other items, so it just spits it out on the ground. There, so it looks like we're all finished up. All the items have sorted through. Let's just double check our chests. Carpet, concrete, glass, oak, cobblestone, nether items, our redstone as I move the item around in the frame, iron, food, and our terracotta on the ground. And here's all our unsorted items as well. So there it is, proof that the system works perfectly well in 1.16. In the pre-release versions, I doubt there's going to be much change to how this stuff functions by the time we get to the actual release. And I think that about does it for today. I'll have another video out in the next day or two on some updates for some of the other systems that I've shared, just for efficiency kind of designs. Nothing specific to 1.16 really, but that's really it. Thanks again, YouTube, and have a great day.